Hello, everybody. I wanted to do a little impromptu video this morning. And as I was reading, drinking coffee, I began to think about the unknowns, like maybe what some of the people don't know, and maybe be a little bit vulnerable uh, with you this morning and kind of share this story a little bit. It was well over a year and a half ago when I considered the run for mayor of Newcastle. And I began to see that things around us uh, kind of falling apart. Politics had become very polarized. Our federal government is very disoriented. And some would say it's well organized for nefarious reasons, but it seems to be very disorganized. And I don't believe the federal government's going to come and save the day. So we had to focus locally, and that really made me search deep about the part I could play in that. And a little over a year and a half ago, I sat down with Mayor York at Stack's restaurant to let him know my intentions. And that's when he also informed me he was planning to run again also for his fourth term. So that moment, I knew there would be it would be hard. And I began to wonder, how would people see me? Um, they know me a little bit from the time I served on the county council, but how would they see me as an executive, as a mayor, especially running against someone who has won three elections, with the last two even being uncontested? Uh, so I began to think about that, and I knew the journey would be a lot of work, and so I've attempted to do my homework. I've attempted to dig, to look at numbers, to figure out how the city works, to gain support, yada, yada, yada. Those of you who follow me on Facebook know that I've put out some things that I've discovered, beginning to see things that, in my opinion, need fixed. And so I'm putting it out there. And what I've learned is, as I've gained support and as people have come on board and begin to join this movement and see that we do need change and that something does need to shift, because if we continue in this direction, um, we'll continue to get the same results. And again, if you look at black and white, if you look at the numbers, if you look at the financials, it's not as shiny as some of the other things that you may see going on around town. So it tells me something needs to be fixed in the belly of the beast, so to speak. So, anyways, that's what I want to do. That's what I think is important. So, anyhow, I wanted to share with you some things that I've been doing, and one of those is I've been reading a book called Strong Towns, and it's been very interesting, learning a lot. They also have a website called strongtowns.org. And so if you want to know kind of my thinking and kind of some of the things that's guiding the process and guiding my vision, if you will, of a Clay Morgan for mayor administration, um, you can look at Strong Towns yourself. Go to strongtowns.org, and you'll see some of the ideas, some of the thoughts, some of the places where I'm feeding myself. Not the only place, but I did want to share this with you. And again, it's not that I see all of it as, yes, this is the magic plan, this is exactly what we're going to do. It's not that at all. It's just there's some ideas there that I'd like. Don't spend more than you bring in. Make sure that you're always ahead of the game. Take care of all the neighborhoods, not just one area. Methodically, little by little, bit by bit, piece by piece, begin to put stability in place. Things that are stable, things that are sustainable, right? So, anyways, again, Not all the ideas apply to us, but some of them do. So, anyways, just wanted to share that with you. Um, if you want to know where I'm headed, what I'm thinking, the vision, check out strongtowns.org. Get the book, read it for yourself, and it'll give you some insight to kind of some of the things I've been thinking about, some of the things I've been talking to my team about, and the direction I believe we can go. Because, again, we have to focus on us. We are each other's neighbors, and the America's not going to come save us. Our federal government's not going to come save us. It's up to us to do the right thing and to create a sustainable environment for every citizen in Newcastle, in every neighborhood. The American Rescue Plan was an attempt to help locals out, and it did help. Hey, hands down, it did help. Anytime you throw millions of dollars into people's hands, it's going to help some, but it wasn't the rescue, right? The American Rescue Plan didn't rescue America. It gave us some nice buildings that we now have to maintain and that we now have to pay for. It gave us some paintings. It gave us some decoration, and it paid a few bills. But it's over. Now where are we going? So it's up to us to sustain and maintain what we have and create a stable city for all citizens. So that's just a little tidbit I wanted to share with you. Again, wanted to be a little vulnerable. I didn't, again, um, when I launched this, I didn't know what people would think about me. I didn't know how people would accept me. It seemed like there was a networking already in place. And, if you weren't in the network, then you didn't have a say. And so I didn't know how people would take me. But thankfully, people are joining the movement. We are gaining a lot of steam, and it's only mid May. So as I continue to go around the city, check out my Facebook, check out my website, claymorganformayor.com, check out Strong Towns. And again, it'll give you a little bit of idea of my vision and where I believe we can head. So, hey, God bless, and we'll see you again soon.